In this video today, I will be reviewing another newly launched Android streaming TV box from the vSeeBox brand. This one's called V6 Pro. I've reviewed most of the vSeeBox models on this channel, and I can say with confidence that this brand is by far the best in terms of value, stable streaming, durability, and the overall performance. The vSeeBox Elite Ultra model is my all-time favorite that I have been recommending to all my viewers.
Hey friends, this is Shaz and welcome back to the Ministry of Reviews.
Now, most of the specifications of this new V6 Pro model are similar to the other models in the V6 series, with the key difference being the internal storage capacity. This model comes with 32 gigs of storage, while the other V6 models have 64 GB. And that's why this new Pro model is positioned as the more affordable budget model from vSeeBox. What truly sets this box apart from your standard Android TV box is its built-in suite of premium apps. These apps offer free-for-life entertainment, live TV channels, movies and TV shows with no subscriptions, no renewals and no hidden fees. Now let's first do a quick unboxing to check out the contents in the box, and then I will connect it with my monitor and start testing the different functions and features of this new vSeeBox V6 Pro Android streaming TV box. So keep watching, guys. Alright friends, so this is all you get inside this box. Now in terms of the content, you've got the standard instructions or the user guide. Then you've got the HDMI to connect the box with the TV or the monitor. You've got this power adapter. It comes with this US plug. And just keep in mind that this is one of the universal devices, so it can work in any region of the world. So as you can see, input it 100 to 240 volts, 5 volt and 2 amp power adapter. Again, as I said, it can work anywhere in the world. It's a universal device. And then you've got the standard vSeeBox remote control, and this is a Bluetooth remote control. Takes in 2 AA batteries. And you've got all the instructions at the back on how to connect this. I like it because it's got a full numeric pad as well. It's got some shortcuts right at the bottom. You've got the gyro remote air mouse controller button as well. And the most important thing is then voice input. So you can use voice control to operate this device. So a nice looking remote control. And then finally the device itself. So this is the new V6 Pro device, but in terms of the casing, it's exactly the same as V5 Pro. In fact, it's exactly same casing, just the label has been changed, I guess. It's a very small, compact, squarish design. You've got the name of the brand. You've got the name of the model right at the front. On the right side, you've got 3 storage connections, external storage. So you've got the SD card or the TF card slot. You've got 2 USB-A flash drive inputs. At the back, you've got the power. So that's the power socket. You've got HDMI connection, optical audio, audio visual, and then finally Ethernet for internet. And then this device, the V5 Pro model, does not come with an internal antenna. So you actually have to connect this Wi-Fi antenna with this socket like that. And there you go. So you actually have to connect it. Alright, so again, in terms of the casing, exactly the same as V5 Pro. But the good thing about the casing is it's very, very lightweight. It's all plastic and it's very small and compact. Alright, so now let me connect this with the TV and then we start testing the different functions and features of this new vSeeBox V6 Pro streaming TV device. So keep watching, guys. Alright friends, so I've switched on this V6 Pro vSeeBox device. It took around 30 seconds for the device to start up and load all the application and get us to this main page or the home page or the landing page of the device. Now, if you are familiar with vSeeBox devices and the user interface, then I would ask you to skip the next few minutes. But if you are new to vSeeBox devices, then I'll spend a few minutes just to give you a quick overview of the layout, the different options available on the screen, the different applications, and some of the other things as well. All right, so right on top, you've got the time and you've got some connectivity indicators. I've connected this device with Ethernet LAN. It's not connected with Wi-Fi right now, but I connected it through the physical cable. And then you have the weather as well, and all these can be changed as per your location. I've connected USB flash drive as well, so that icon is also appearing there. On top left is the name of the company, so vSeeBox. And then you've got these three sections on the main page, right? So the first row is called apps. Now these are all the different applications that are loaded or installed on this device. Now quite a few of them were pre-installed, but I've just installed some extra ones for the test today. Now you can easily install applications on this device through the Google Play Store, or even side loading it through the third-party APK installers. I've got APK Pure, and I've installed some applications through that. So it has the option of using the Google Play Store or any other APK installers to install apps on this device. So this is the first line that gives you all the apps that are installed on this device. Now the second row, which is the main row and the main power of this device, is the recommended applications. This is where you will find these 4 premium apps. These are preloaded onto the box, and then you have the Contact Us and Internet Speed Test and the Internet Browser and some of the other application. But the main power, the main attraction of this box sits in this recommended row. So these 4 applications are the premium apps pre-installed. And then right at the bottom you can find settings. You can click on the settings and you get into the settings. Now these are standard Android settings, so nothing different or special about the Android settings here. And then you have the launcher settings as well. This is interesting. You can play around with some of the settings within the launcher, basically setting up some apps that you want to start. As soon as you switch on the device, it will take you directly into the app. So if you want the live TV or the Heat Live application to be the app to start up automatically when you switch on the device, you can set it up on this option. The next one is software update. Obviously, you can, time to time, whenever there's a new firmware, new software available, you can simply go that, and you can do that online update. You don't need to do this offline. Then you can set up the hotkeys as well. These are the 4 hotkeys available on the remote control. The 4 colored buttons on the remote, the red, green, yellow, and blue. What you can do is link certain applications to each of those, and these will be your shortcuts. But let's say if you want the Heat Live to be available as a shortcut button on the remote control, you can just select any of the colors and then link that application to the button. All right, and then you've got the system info, and then finally memory cleanup, which you should be doing time to time. Whenever you get a chance, you can quickly clean up the memory. So this is the overall user interface. Very similar, in fact, the exactly same user interface you will find across most of the other vSeeBox devices as well. So in this video, I'm skipping the usual walkthrough of standard apps like YouTube and Netflix. You already know how those work. Instead, I'll be focusing exclusively on the premium apps that comes built into this box, because that's where the real magic happens. But if you have any questions about app compatibility or technical specs, feel free to drop them in the comment section or message me directly on WhatsApp. Alright, so now before I take you through each of these 4 premium applications, I will actually have to blur the screen or mask the screen because it's restricted on YouTube to show such content. But if you want to watch the full video, I have given a link to that uncensored video in the description of this video below. So you can just go to the description of this video, you will find the link, click on that. It will take you to a different platform where you will find the same video but without the blurring or masking. Alright, so now let's first test this Heat Live application. So as soon as you click on the app, it takes maybe a couple of seconds for the app to load, and it's just basically refreshing all the channels. And it will take you to the last channel that you were watching. So this was the last channel we were watching. So if you want to see the full view of all the live TV channels as a menu, you simply click OK on the remote control, and then you get this menu page. On the left side, let me give you an overview of how things are on the screen. Right on top, you've got some options. So the very first one is actually menu. So let's go to the menu option. So this is where you can find some details. You can see that this subscription, this is a lifetime subscription, so there is no expiry date for this. And then you can go into the account details, you have some info on how to update the software. Interestingly, you have this option of locking this device in terms of the different live TV channels as an application, as well as you can set passwords for each of the groupings or channels if you want. All right, so this is the menu section. The second one is the channel section. So this is the main section where you have a full listing of all the live TV channels available on this box. The one on the left, so basically the way you see it is two columns. The one on the left and the one on the right. The one on the left basically are all the groupings of the channel. So what they've done is, if you go to the all section and click OK, you get to see this 1917 channels available on this box. So there are about 1917 live TV channels available on this box, and all those channels are then grouped into this middle column. As you can see, these are all those 1917 channels. Now obviously it gets difficult to go through each channel to find the channel that you want to watch. What they have done is actually grouped all these 1900 channels into different sections. So you have national section, national folder with 285 channels. You've got the local folder with 496 channels. You've got the sports section, so 144 sports channels. You've got Canadian channels, so good news for the Canada viewers. You've got 96 Canadian channels. You've got 105 Latino channels. You go down, you get to see UK. So as you click on the folder on the left, you get to see the channels within that folder on the right side. So the 27 channels from UK. There are content running 24/7. So these are TV shows, TV series running one after another, episode after another episode, in loop. Then you've got 4K channels. So there are about 21 4K channels available right now, but they keep on adding new 4K channels almost every day. Then you've got Paramount, Peacock. Then you get into sports sections. So you've got MLB, NBA, and you get a lot of the pay-per-view events and different games available on these different folders, and these are all the different sports networks. So this is the overall view. This is the overall layout of how it looks. So let's say if you click on any of these channels, let's say if you want to go into the sports folder, you will go to the sports section, and then on the right side you will see all the channels within that section. So these are 144 sports channel available on this box. So let's say if we go to ESPN, we click on ESPN, we get probably in a couple of seconds you get to see that channel available on the screen. All right, so very quick to load channels, which is good news. And then it's very quick in terms of the user face. Moving from one section, one menu to another is quite good and quite fast. Now, the other very interesting thing on this device is something called playback or catch up. And you will see this small icon next to some of these channels. Now, what this means is that for those channels, you get a playback option of going back 7 days and catching up on any event, any game, any program that you might have missed. Right, so what you need to do is simply click when you have these kind of channels with this icon, go to that channel label, click the right button on the remote control, and then you get to see the full program guide for that particular channel. And you can see that this is the NBA draft is currently playing, but if you want to go back, let's say a couple of hours and want to watch the Sports Center, just go to that, click on it, it'll take a second or two and load that channel. So you can go back 7 days and catch up on anything that you might have missed for that particular channel. And then because you're catching up, you have the option of fast forwarding or rewinding any content. If you have ads coming, you can easily skip those ads on that particular channel. All right, so let's exit this playback and go back to the live section. And then you have options of going to any of these other channels as well, and it takes the good thing is it takes a second or two for any of these channels to load when you switch. All right, so this is how the live TV works, the live TV Heat Live app on this, and then obviously you can search any channels through this. You can create groups if you want, so you can have, let's say, your own sports group. You can create the group and then add channels from the right side to that group. You just need to go and click long press on any of these channels, and that gets added to your favorite list. So it's quite user friendly, very easy to use. You don't have to be a tech savvy person to use this device. All right, so the next app we will test is the Heat VOD, which is the video on demand. This is how it looks. This is the user interface or the menu of the Heat video on demand section. So what you have right on the left side, you've got the movies and the TV section. These are the two main section. Then you've got the history one where you can see anything that you were watching, and then health section and some of posters of some of the recently trending content, whether it's movies or TV series, right? So if we go into the movie section, what you will see is all the movies that are available within this box right now, and as I said, these get updated almost every day. So at the moment there are 46,460 movies available in this section, right? You can see the number right on top, and all those 46,000 odd movies are then grouped into different sections, different folders, as you can see on the left side. So you've got a folder of newest movies, then you have all the movies, then you have only action movies, adventure, animation, comedy. So all the 46,000 odd movies are now grouped into different folders that you can see on the left side. Right, so this is the layout. And then, for example, if you go into the newest section and just pick up any of the movies, you click on that. As soon as you click on that, you get some more details about that. So you can read about that movie. You can add that movie to your favorite list if you want to watch it later, or if you want to watch it right now, you just simply click play and it'll start playing. All right, there you go. So it takes probably a second or two for the movie to load and it starts playing. So quite quick. I like the user interface. It's very clean. You don't have to press a lot of buttons to get to what you want. If there is anything that, a movie you want to search, you simply go to the search button right on top, and then you can start searching it. You can, search it based on the year or the genre or, any other thing that you can use. So this is how the movies section work on this box. And then if you go out and come back to the main homepage and go into the TV series section, it's the same user interface. The look and feel is same. You can see on this box right now there are about close to 16,000 TV shows or TV series available right now, and again all those are grouped into different folders, as you can see on the left side, just like the movies section. All right, and then you go into any of these, click on it, you get to see all the different seasons and the episodes within each of the seasons available. All right, this is how it works. And then, as I said, you click on any of these episodes, it takes about 2-3 seconds for that to load, and then it starts playing. Very, very easy. All right. Okay, so let's go back to the home page now. And let's look into the next one, which is Video on Demand Ultra. Now, Video on Demand Ultra and the Heat Video on Demand would have very similar content, but the way it is organized is slightly different. So this one, as you see, the main page is slightly different in terms of the look and feel, but the options available are the same. So you've got the main movie section and the TV section, and the rest are all the trending movies or TV series. So if you want to directly go into any of these, you can click on the poster and directly start playing that. And so if you go into the movie section on this Ultra app, it looks like this. So on the left side, you have all the OTT platforms or the subscription-based platforms like AMZ is Amazon, then you've got Max, NF is Netflix, and Peacock, Paramount Plus, Hulu, Apple TV. So this is basically content grouped by different streaming OTT platforms. So if you want to click on Amazon, you will find all the content from Amazon, and these are all the movies, not TV series, because the TV series section is separate. And then again, you can sort that by region. So if you want to look at all the Amazon movies in 2026, you click on that and you get to see all the 2026 content from Amazon. All right, and you can see most of it is full HD, which is good. And then go back, you have TV series which will have exactly the same look and feel, but instead of movies, it will show you TV series. And again, all of them are grouped into these different OTT platforms, and then you can sort it by year, and then you get to see the content within that. Alright, so the last app is called Backup by Heat, and this is kind of a backup to the Live TV or the Heat Live application, the first one. So whenever the first Heat Live app is down for maintenance, you can go into the Backup by Heat app. It will give you the same Live TV channels, and so you can continue watching without any sort of disruption. And it again takes a few seconds for it to load. When you click on it, it will take you directly to the last channel that you were watching. You click OK, you get to this page. This is exactly like the one before. You have all the channels grouped into different folders available on the left side, and then within each folder you have the channels. All right, so the same look and feel, and this is just a backup of the Live TV channels. All right, so let's go back to the home page. And that's it, friends. This was a quick review of this latest streaming box. I tested most of its core features, and I'm happy to report that everything ran incredibly well. Very smooth, fast, with zero glitches. If you are new to vSeeBox, or if you're looking to upgrade and wondering which model to get, then I would highly recommend getting the Elite Ultra model if budget is not an issue. But if you're looking for an affordable box with similar offering, then go for this new V6 Pro model. I have provided purchase links for both the models in the video description below, along with a special discount code that would save you up to $45 depending on the model you buy. Finally, if you have any questions about this model or streaming boxes in general, please drop it in the comment section below and I will get back to you at the earliest. That's it, friends. If you like my content, you can go and support this channel with the super thanks icon below. And if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe and click on that bell icon so you won't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, guys.